Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the 13th of May, 2025, and, well, I know I usually don't stream on Mondays or Tuesdays, and yes, I do understand that today is Tuesday, but these last two streams were so lackluster that I felt I should give it at least one last attempt. So, I'm going to be playing some more Skyrim, modded Skyrim. I had to do a couple of things, change up my load order, my mod list basically. So there is a particular mod that I use. It's called Sunhelm Survival. Basically what it does is that it takes the survival system that the Creation Club for Skyrim had implemented. The survival system basically makes it so that you have to eat, you have to sleep, and you have to keep yourself warm as well. And if you fail to do so, you start getting penalties to your stats, like health or magicka, that kind of stuff. Well, Sunhelm basically works on the same system. It actually utilizes the same framework that the Creation Club survival system uses. But recently, it basically had to set it so that the survival system is disabled. And I thought that I had downloaded at the beginning of the game, you're supposed to be hit with a prompt, saying, do you want survival mode turned on or off? And I thought I had downloaded and installed a mod that disables that prompt and deactivates the survival mode from the start. But instead, it had me download something in the load order, something in the mod list that I had. Instead, made it download disable the prompt and activate survival mode, and I can't turn that off once the game starts. So, hold on. Okay. So once I figured that out, I went ahead and I downloaded the correct file. So now when the game starts, it will disable the prompt asking if I want to turn on survival mode, and it'll keep survival mode disabled. And that's important because if the Creation Club's survival mode is active, then Sunhelm and the regular survival mode will be both working at the same time, so I'll get hit with double penalties. And that's not what I want. I don't want to make it that hard on myself. Other than that, I had to install Precision, which is fine. It's easy to install that mid-game. Let's see, I don't think there was much else that I did. Actually, I can check that. Classic sprinting redone. I also did that. So those were two things. Yeah, this is the one, disable survival mode disable permanently. That was the one that I had to install. I also found out why immersive carcass carrying wasn't showing the carcasses that I was carrying to people. It just seemed like they were invisible. It's an in-game setting that I had to trigger myself. So we have basically everything that we need in order to begin playing Skyrim. Well, that I need in order to begin playing Skyrim the way that I want. Helldivers 2 makes a big change to the tutorial. Helldivers 2 has shifted its tutorial to a new planet as danger threatens Super Earth and the solar system. Players now face imminent combat with the Luminate on Super Earth, forcing them to defend their home planet. The new Helldivers 2 Warbond offers players premium weapons and cosmetic elements to battle Illuminate in style. Arrowhead Game Studios' Helldivers 2 has quietly shifted its iconic tutorial from the familiar canyons of Mars to a new world. The training grounds are now located on a different planet as imminent danger threatens Super Earth and the entire solar system. This change makes the introduction to Helldivers 2 different from how it used to be and tweaks the way that players learn how to defend freedom across the universe. Ever since Helldiver 2's release in February 2024, players have been fighting against hordes of Terminids, automatons, Illuminate, and anyone threatening the peace of their home planet, Super Earth. Helldivers 2 regularly gives players major orders to complete, to coordinate everyone's assault on specific parts of the universe to repel aliens and ensure freedom and safety across the entire universe. Despite players' best efforts, a new threat is looming over Super Earth. Helldivers announced that Illuminate forces are coming after Super Earth and that the combat on players' home planet seems to be inevitable. So, as combat is coming closer to Super Earth and nearby planets, Helldivers 2 moved the tutorial training grounds away from its traditional location on Mars, and new trainees are now formed on Avalon 4, a planet far from the imminent conflict between humans and the Illuminate. Despite this change in location, players notice that most of the training grounds remain the same, letting new fighters learn the ropes of Helldivers 2 before joining the intergalactic fight for freedom on alien planets. It not only changes the background of the tutorial while leaving the rocky red planet for a more lush environment, gives some fresh air for trainees, it also highlights the upcoming major fight coming to Super Earth. Players will soon have to fend off against Illuminate, new type of enemy in Helldivers 2 that's, it's been like that for over half a year. Besides this change to the tutorial, Helldivers 2 recently unveiled the Masters of Ceremony Warbond, available starting May 15th. The Warbond gives players new weapons to unlock before they take up arms against the Illuminate on Super Earth. I remember seeing it. An attached bayonet for close quarter combat for primaries. A saber. Here it is. Okay, so we get what looks like a bolt-action rifle, the R2 Amendment with a bayonet. Close Quarters Combat 2, a saber. Close Quarter Combat 1, One True Flag, which is a stratagem. Wonder what that does. Sample Scanner Booster. Maybe that'll help you find stuff. The Humble Regalia and Freedom's Embrace backgrounds and capes, Lockstep, and the dedicated hero player title. So that's kind of neat. Here, let me check something real quick. Well, yeah, it's got to have more than that, though, Thrain. At least that's what I figure. I figure it's got to have more than that. I guess we'll have to see. I certainly don't have it installed, so I'm not going to know for a while. So I wrote a couple of journal entries to start this game off. Last seed 17th, the 17th of last seed, 201 of the 4th era, after 2 weeks, and a dozen close calls. Oh god, what is it now? Why? I guess we can't have too much toilet paper. Hey Don, good to see you. After 2 weeks and a dozen close calls, I finally made it to Skyrim. Not the way I would prefer to make the trip, honestly, but at least I'm alive. It's more than can be said for many of my people. I'm writing this entry as part of a promise. When my tribe's elder gave the command to break camp and evacuate to the north, I was told to head to the Imperial City waterfront and find safe passage into Skyrim. Then I'm to seek out a place where we can take refuge while cataloging anything that could help us settle in this land. Let's see. There we go. And accept. If the worst should come to pass and I'm killed or captured by the Almeri Dominion, perhaps this journal can help others. Some context, more to help me process everything that's happened. On the first of last seed, Alekaio's tribe south of Skingrad was informed by members of the Renranger Kryn, the local resistance in northern Elsewhere, that the Altmeri Dominion was preparing to launch small squads into Cyrodiil with the purpose of exterminating the Alekaio's tribes before the Imperial Council could become aware of it. It's not clear why they did this, but I suspect, as did many of my kin, that it was a means of preparing for another war against the Empire. Our tribes were vital in the recapture of the Imperial City, working as scouts and disrupting Thalmor's supply lines. Perhaps they've never forgotten that. The southern tribes were nearly wiped out, with several refugees joining our tribe, the Aquila Claw. But we knew we couldn't stay. I managed to book passage on a rotted smuggler ship, the Truly Sorry. It was a foul trip, but it was balanced out by being uneventful. Either we left just before the Altmeri Dominion's fleet could arrive, or they just didn't care enough to stop and board a ship with more hull leaks than it had crew members. I'm happy enough to be back on solid land, even if all I have left are the clothes on my back and a few coins to my name. For now, I just want to sleep. I'll check the inn and keep my head down and then figure out what to do next. And then today's entry. I don't have. Here we go. God, but is it freezing in this damn country. If I wasn't writing next to this fire, I doubt the ink would thaw out enough for me to put it to parchment. Dawnstar is a decent-sized port city. Plenty of work to be found. 2 mines have been established at the eastern and western parts of the settlement. One focused on quicksilver, while the other produces iron. I'm sure I can get work at both. I say this because the town... Shit, I typed down. Go. seems to be undergoing some manner of curse. The inhabitants claim they cannot get any sleep, plagued by dreams that make it difficult for them to get any real rest. Perhaps most alarming is that everyone is sharing the same dream, and a priest of Mara had arrived some week or so ago to investigate the matter. Fortunately, these dreams seem to happen to those who have lived there a long time, so traveling merchants or visitors like myself are not affected. My first night in a real bed, and I can't speak to suffering any discomfort other than this damnable cold. I don't have much in the way of skills, I'm afraid. I've yet to pen this in a journal, but my name is Corvus, so named for markings on my face shaped like a raven. By culture, the sign of the raven is meant to be a good omen to the pup that carries it on their pelt. I mean, they'll be a famous warrior or hunter or a chieftain. And for me, it meant having my every step watched, ensuring I stayed out of trouble, being forbidden to duel or hunt for practice with the other children, or even train in the use of magic, something I love deeply. By the gods, I wasn't even able to lose my virginity without being caught. Still, even though these circumstances have brought me far from home and granted me more freedom than I've ever had, I would gladly trade it all just to have my tribe back. But as I can't, I need to put my mind towards figuring out a new life. Perhaps I'll ask around carefully. These Nords may not have much love for beast folk. I doubt they'll try to trade my pelt into the Thalmor, but I should do all I can to avoid being hunted. Actually, hunting doesn't sound like a bad idea in these parts. And we'll begin here.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
Where do you think I came from, lady? It's not what you would call traditional hunting, but well, I don't think you'll be needing this anymore. I think we'll hold off on hunting. The lack of visibility rather, would work in my favor, but it would also make it hard to do any tracking. You know what? Let's get a job where it's warm.
I used to be in a... Huh? If I get any rest soon, I'll count myself richer than a king. Brilliant.
Oh, right. I already did my digging here. One would think you'd have natural cold resistance. I mean, I do, but it's still fucking Skyrim. Yeah, it's like the difference. It's like saying, "Hey, aren't you used? I thought you'd be used to the cold here in like northern Canada. Didn't you say you lived in Chicago during the winter?" Yeah, Chicago during the winter is pretty cold. Northern Canada in the winter's really fucking cold. Here. This is a general store. Maybe they'll be interested in the fossils that I found.
Take a look.
Wow, fire arrows. This soon, huh?
Until next time.
I work steel, weapons mostly. Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy your steel and move on.
You do any work for the ships here?
I've worked on a few moorings here and there for it. Most of the ship captains are superstitious about who works on their vessels, though. And Dawnstar is known for its bad luck. We're the last port of call before Windhelm, and the ore we trade makes rich targets for pirates.
I suppose I should be glad I made it here in one piece. What do you have for sale?
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Oh, hold on.
Come back if you need steel.
Ah, lady, I was gonna use this.
That's some good armor you've put together. I helped my husband Rusty run the forge. He's a marvel with steel.
me open up the laptop. Name a song that's perfect for psychological torture. Hey, what's up? What's up, Fusion Sean? Let's see. What is the worst song in the world? Oh, you know what? No. Yeah, you know what? It's actually a toss-up. In this, I consider this an objective fact. Yes, Friday is probably one of the worst songs. It is probably the worst song, but it's tied with Justin Bieber's Baby. If you were to ask me at gunpoint to choose between the two, which one's worse, just shoot me at that point. That's how bad both of them are. Nah, I need to see that beautiful hair. That should be good. Okay. An iron sword's about the best that I can hope for here. I don't think I'm skilled enough to use... Or maybe I can. I have starting perk points, so I need to distribute them.
You come to Dawnstar at a bad time. Tempers are fiery.
I've noticed. I was really just looking for a drink, or some work.
Drowning your troubles in mead? A lot of folks are doing that these days. You'll want the Wind Peak Inn. As for work, you could try to catch Scald in a good mood, but your best bet would be working in the mines. They're on opposite ends of town.
Thank you.
Stay out of trouble now.
Will do, ma'am. Don't suppose I'm skilled enough. Nope. Not yet.
I work steel, weapons mostly.
God, I'm so tired. I help my husband Rustley run the forge. He's a marvel with steel. I married Rustley when he was in Hammerfell, apprenticing under my father. The only thing I dislike about my husband's homeland is the cold. Why is it always so cold?
Wouldn't be Skyrim if it wasn't, would it? Well, the cold's easy to deal with as long as you got something warm to wear. I wonder what one-handed weapon I should excel in. Maybe I shouldn't go with, like, just the standard of, of swords. Why not get good with a whip, right? Oh man, I gotta find some way out of here. I don't have much gold to my name, but if I try to brave the roads right now, I'm not going to be able to see where I'm going, and I'm liable to freeze before I actually get anywhere of substance. Might have to wait until all this dies down. Damn. Even if I could make it to Windhelm in this weather, there's no guarantee I'd be able to make it back to the College of Winterhold. Maybe there's some jobs I can take while I pass the time. Collect raw rabbit legs. Deliver a letter to Heliarchen. Wow, that's a trash take. Some people are saying that the Argonians in Oblivion Remastered look bad. Hell no. I mean, I like the appearance. I like the appearance of Argonians in the original Oblivion, don't get me wrong. But they got a massive glow up in the remaster. I would even go so far as to say that the Argonians in Oblivion look better than the ones in Skyrim. Gather iron ore, hunt a thief and right Whiterun. Gather slaughterfish eggs. Gather blisterwort. Gather corundum ore. Deliver a weapon to Solitude. Deliver a letter to Heliarchen. I don't even know where Heliarchen's supposed to be. Unless it's a part of cutting room floor. Okay. So that's where it is. Collect guard's letter to Fultheim. Looking for a courier to deliver a letter to Fultheim of Heliarchen. You'll receive an upfront payment from me and payment on delivery. They're expecting the letter soon, so be sure to deliver it on time. I mean, if nothing else, the game should get credit for the glow up that the Kashyyyk got. Whether or not you can remove the beards makes no difference to me. They look so much better now.
Need something?
Yeah, what's wrong with everyone around here?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
What would you be able to do? Dreams aren't real.
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent.
Oh my god, my hearing's about to be permanently damaged.
I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
What do you mean return? You've been there before?
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
I'll trust you. How can I help?
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
What can you tell me about the Daedric Lord Vermina?
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair.
And what does she do with these memories?
Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
Machinations of Daedra rarely are.
I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
And yes, Don, because of the bard, in fact, I'm going to add a little entry. My first night in a real bed, and I can't speak to suffering any discomfort other than the woeful warblings of the inn's bard and this damnable cold. Yeah, I'm taking a shot at her. Oh my god.
I envy you travelers. Dreams aren't affecting anyone not from here.
Can I make a request?
Sure, what can I do for you?
Can you spare everybody's ears around here?
Sure, my voice could use a rest.
Ooh, pill choices. What do we got?
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
Follow me.
Oh.
It's this way.
Oh, okay.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult. The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn.
Can barely see it.
Tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside.
I think I see
When
it.
the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her. Perhaps my prayers were answered. Your reason for stumbling across Dawnstar is more than a mere coincidence.
Here, let me run up ahead. Man, I know the direction to get there, and the snow's so thick that even I'm having trouble figuring out where to go. Oh, hey, more goats. Maybe I can do some hunting a little later. You know what? I should favorite candlelight as well, and flames.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
Were they successful?
No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
So why is it dangerous if they're asleep?
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike.
What does the miasma do?
The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process.
Is the gas dangerous?
Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all. Once we get inside, all will become clear.
Okay, you sent me some interesting pill choices. Okay, so which pill do you choose? If you choose the yellow pill, you'll be able to play any instrument perfectly, have full knowledge of all musical literature and theory. If you get the green pill, you'll be able to draw perfectly what you imagine in your head, drawing perfect portraits within much less time than AI, or create studio animated masterpieces within a week. If you take the blue pill, you know every single language, including ones from tribes thought to be extinct, with perfect grammar and fluency, and can even learn new languages extremely quick. Sounds very useful. The orange pill means you never have to go to sleep, eat, or go to the bathroom ever again. You never feel tired or exhausted from either physical activity or eating, and you will always feel within a good range of energy. The red pill will give you inhuman strength, speed, and durability. Bullets won't be able to kill you, and your immune system is 10 times more efficient. You can also run 5 times that of Usain Bolt and can lift up to 5 times of weight with ease. Your life expectancy is tripled. If you take the pink pill, you get infinite stamina and libido control, meaning you can control when your libido is highest and lowest, and this gives you no future health problems if you overuse it. You can finish on command and are able to satisfy partners with more ease. The gray pill will lower crime rate, stability, will stabilize world economy and lower government bureaucracy whilst maintaining functional peace and order. Homelessness is solved worldwide within the next 20 years. Drug addicts being lowered to 90%, will be lowered by 90% within the next 10 years. And if you take the black pill, you receive 2 books, the Death Note and the Life Note. The Death Note allows you to kill whose full name you write in the book, so long as you know what that person looks like. And the Life Note allows you to bring that person back as long as their organs aren't destroyed. Huh. I'm kind of split between the green and pink pill. Who wouldn't want the pink pill? But I value creativity pretty highly too, so yeah. I will just take this book and read it later.
Show you the source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Ow.
Take heed, they've awakened.
Oh shit. Ugh.
I'll show you a real fight. I'll skin you alive. I'll show you what a real it's nothing.
Ah.
Back to the great task of waiting. Is someone there?
Man, one of them's level 1 too. I could have taken him out. I need some good boots.
I'll show you what a real orc can do. Just a scratch. I'll show you. My God. Die, nephew. Wow, son of a. You dare fight a jugman?
Ah. Okay. You see, that's it.
I fought worse than you. I'll tell you.
There's my chance. He's got a chest injury. Yep. Got him. So, yeah, the combat here is harder. I think the red pill would give you stamina, but it wouldn't give you, like... It wouldn't give you the staying power that the pink pill would give you.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
It looks difficult to breach.
Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
Seem to know an awful lot about this place, Erender.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
So why keep it a secret? I'm nobody to you.
When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Alright, I'm ready.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
How can the skull be affecting Dawnstar from so far away?
Lore holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
Look at that heroic ass pose. Stago's here to save the day. Now let me just remind you, I'm at level 1, so being able to take down a level 14 bandit, something of a feat. Oh boy. Starting to get a little...
It's just up here.
Ooh, hanging moss. More hanging moss.
Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within.
He ain't on our side. He's level 27, he has an instant cast lightning attack. It's not really good for us. Keep him on the back foot. I actually almost had him there. Oops. No way I'm gonna be able to survive that.
Time for your final rest.
Kill the defilers!
Oh boy.
We're still under attack!
You're mine.
I wasn't even the closest one to him, and he still zapped my ass. So... Jesus. Maybe I should have left this for, like, another time. It basically just 360 no-scoped my ass. No, wait, 180. He wasn't facing me before.
God, I'm so tired.
Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. The finest weapons and armor.
I need fur.
Come back if you need steel.
I need boots. I really just need leather. That is not the most efficient sprint I've ever seen, but it'll change as the game goes on.
Need something?
Yeah, I'm here for the delivery job you posted.
Of course.
Okay. Get it to full time by 20th of last seed. That's 2 days. So I either leave now and being being caught out in a storm in the middle of the night, or I wait until tomorrow while it's daylight, hope that the storm passes, but either way, there's a chance I might be late.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
The bed's still mine.
Need a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers. Of course. Of course. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Of course. I'll show you to your room. Right this
one's
way.
a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love.
No, don't.
I envy you. Sure, what can I do for you? Sure, my voice could use a rest.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I'm looking up something real quick off to the side. What is this? Yeah, that was the thing I wasn't quite certain of. Okay, so yeah, I understand. Okay, so there's a mod that I have in my list called Skyrim's Got Talent. It includes a lot of new songs that were actually created by modders, and I wrote a comment on one of the pages that it's involved with that's involved with it, and I asked, are any of these songs safe for anyone who streams or creates gameplay content? Because the last thing I want to do is suggest a mod to people that might cause friends to end up with copyright strikes against them. I still haven't gotten an answer on that. I would love to be able to play it, but I don't want to get like a copyright strike just because.
My husband years ago. He was a good man.
Need a room? Don't worry.
Of course.
Take a look.
Jeez.
Until next time.
I tell you the
To quote the Emperor's New Groove, she's like the thing that wouldn't shut up. Okay. I might need a torch, but I'm gonna go without one. We need to get to Heliarkin and deliver this letter. You've already got advance payment. But hey, if I've gotten that far, then maybe I can make it to the College of Winterhold. Morthal. Dawnstar. If there were a way to describe the kind of run that I'm going to be doing, it would be, strangely enough, as an arcane ranger. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to be using a bow and arrow and enchant. I'm not. That's not to say that I'm going to be using a bow and enchanted arrows. I mean, there's going to be a mix of me roughing it out here in the sticks, but drawing on nature for my ability to cast magic. Unraveling the mysteries of Aetherius, as it were, in the middle of Nirn. Farmer. Nothing I can do to help him. Gonna make yourself something to eat? Gotcha. fort. I don't like the look of this. They saw me out on the road. Shit! This is hardly what I would call a fair fight. What? That was just one. The rest of them have to know that I'm around. I think they're slowly losing interest in me. One by one. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe? 11, 12, 13. Oh, that's a lucky number, isn't it? Alright, I shouldn't make it a point to get into fights I can't win. Well, not without the right tools, anyway. I need to get rid of that quick save option. There is a mod that removes the quick save. Okay, it's a little warmer here. Shit. Oh boy. Up. Oh, shit, that hurt. Come on. Okay, you got an iron shield and iron armor. Not unless I want to.
You're gonna die for that.
There's spiders around. Oh, thank you, but you're gonna have to die too. Up. There's gotta be at least 2 more spiders out there. Well, there's one of the other crawlers. Okay, looks like I'm out of immediate danger. Oh, that got the blood pumping. Alright, I'm gonna have to probably... you know what? No, we're just gonna keep on going until we reach Heliarkin. I'm not going back there unless I need to head back to Dawnstar first. Hey, Ms. Reg, Iron Man? As in an Iron Man run? No, nah. I mean, yeah, it's a difficult run. Wait, actually, what is my difficulty setting right now? Okay, we're at Adept. That's fine. With the difficulty mods I have piled on, that's actually pretty good.
Greetings, brother. You look weary. I have something to help you relax if you're interested.
Depends. What are you selling?
Take a look.
I'll pass.
Until next time.
I suppose I should be glad he didn't, try to knife me for money. Must be a pretty good dealer. Follows the first rule of dealing. Never sample the merchandise. I think that's it. Helyarkin. And even has an inn.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Are you full-time by any chance?
Huh?
I have a letter for you from a cargo guard on the Truly Sorry, currently docked in Dawnstar.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Come here a lot.
You see any other inns around here? Where else would I go to drink?
Fair enough. Wow, it's a nice katana he has.
Sure, walk away. I wasn't talking or anything.
Huh? There we go.
Ah, hello there, traveler. Come to the Night Gate for food or lodging?
What can you tell me about this inn?
This old place? Huh. Been here forever. Built by my great-granda. Run by him, then all the way up the line to me.
Get a lot of business here?
Nah, not so much. The odd traveler on the road. But mostly just old full-time. Come to drink away a lifetime of bad memories, I'd wager. Of course, there's the orc. Long-term tenant, that one. For what he pays, I could afford to shut this place down.
That orc? Tell me more about him.
Him? Oh, name's, Balablob, or, Malaklob, one of them funny orc names. Talks real good, though. Not a savage at all. Said he's a writer. Don't know what kind of job that is, but it must earn him some pretty coin. He's paid up for the next few months.
Wow.
He mostly just hangs about. Goes down to the lake. Sometimes samples the stores of wine in the cellar. Man can do whatever he pleases, as far as I care.
Wow, paying you that much, huh? Let's see what you have for sale.
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
I was hoping he would have some salmon steaks. That's okay, though. Heard any rumors lately? Rumors of suspicious activity around Helgen. Legion patrols have been spotted in the area. Huh. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10 in the morning. Well, maybe a little more than that, but that's okay. I made it here safely. Only took me 6 hours. Let's go ahead and take a look around the town, see what there's, see what I can do around here.
Imperial dogs. There is nothing that's too low for them.
Need something?
Use a backpack. Well, I got nobody looking over my shoulder now. I'll probably do some hunting since the tribe wouldn't let me. Got more spiders up ahead. Oh, bother. So much for my piss-poor attempts at stealth. Gotta be more than this around, right? Oh! Potion of Illusion. And a skeleton with 2 septums on it. Very nice. How you boys doing, huh? May I? Huh, rabbit on the belt. Really? The hair carcass weighs 7 units? You know what? You guys can have that. You know, you hunted it fair and square. It's yours. Let me go ahead and sell the elven armor that I came across. That should get me some good septums. Or a calcum.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
He has some leather. He does not have leather. Damn.
Good day.
Wait, does he have
Yes?
corndom?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
He has one.
Until next time.
I'm never gonna get a chance to use this, am I?
Need something?
Yeah, not unless I... Could make a fishing rod. Still need a lot of leather before I can make a backpack, though.
Need something? Ah, so you're an alchemist then. It's been a pleasure.
Hey, Jackal, good to see you, dude. It's going alright. I'm finally actually making progress in this playthrough. I suppose if I kept going, I could make it to Windhelm. Ugh, I'm a mess, though. You know what? Let's get some firewood. Ooh, some good salmon there. Playing Oblivion Remastered, it really reminded me of how much I missed playing this. Press activate to reel in your line. Reeling when there's a strong pull on your line will reel in your catch. Ripples on the surface when you're casting your line are from nearby fish. The water's calm. There are no more fish to catch. Fish will return in a day's time. How did I lose that? Hey, a mud crab. And another juvenile mud crab. I think that'll do. Not interested in seeing how disappointed I'll end up getting. I guess the only thing left to do is to try to get to Windhelm, and then from there try to get to Winterhold. Okay, I gotta take a short break. I need to get some dinner from downstairs. Just need to get a bowl of some video con carne. Give me just a second. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, back. Alright, did I miss something? Oh, thank you, Don. Home cooked chicken with buffalo. I have some sopa de fideo with a little bit of meat. It's pretty good. Ugh. I got this. Maybe not. Oh, come on. That's what getting no practice with bow because the tribe says you're too valuable looks like. And it went right over the falls. I suppose I should intervene. Sorry, boy, but I can't have you go attacking just everybody. Quicksilver ingots. It's not that far to Windhelm. Though it doesn't look like this guy is going to object to me using his sleeping roll. Okay. Time to continue onwards.
Won't argue your ear off about which one should go first.
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired.
I'm glad you like it, Don.
Share a bottle of honey brew mead with me.
Oh, I'd love to share a drink with you, friend.
Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise well, your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
I doubt they'll mind. Ooh, it is a bit heavy, though. Docks at Windhelm are looking good.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
I can tell you with nearly 100% certainty that the Lycaos tribe have never had any issues with Dunmer.
You've come to the wrong city then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
Nords are giving you trouble?
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one.
And why would anyone think that you're a spy?
Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
Then I'll watch myself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see if they turn down my gold.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor.
Why is this place called Candlehearth Hall?
Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durot lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
I'd, like a full meal.
Of course. Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
I don't suppose there's any work that I can do around here. Well, it's got to be somebody who's willing to buy the things I have.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
Ah, here we go. Here's the missives board.
A few septims for my supper is all I ask.
Let me save before I activate it. Okay, what do we got? Gather iron ore. Kill the leader of the Winter War. Huh. bounty hunting then. If I can make it there, I can make it to Winterhold.
I ask only for a little charity. It's so good to see you again.
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
His prices are going to be more expensive. Game is set so that, well, to me at the very least, Stormcloak traders will be, well, discriminatory. They'll have higher prices for me.
Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
Is that new batch of tomatoes ready?
Come and browse my fine selection.
You know,
It's fresh and delicious.
get some more in. I'll have the first crack at them.
My honor as a Nord, I swear it.
So serious.
Assorted wares.
Did you use my good hammer?
Come and see for yourself.
Last girl, I told you to leave my tools alone. You have yours, and I have mine.
I didn't touch it.
Hammers don't have legs.
Did you look behind the forge? I think I saw it there.
I have a little of everything for sale.
Yes.
Come see for
Now that
yourself.
you mention it, I think... sorry about that.
Fresh fruit and vegetables for sale.
Here we go.
Buying and selling a wide range of assorted goods. The best selection in Windhelm.
Okay, now I have more weight to work with.
All ripe and ready for your table.
I was told this city would be great. anything else, it means I might have him. But if I expect to live in Skyrim for any length of time, I suppose I might as well start getting used to. There we go. New entry made. Huh? What? What? Where? Oh.
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please?
Yeah, sure. Well, what do you have?
Not much, but I hope you like them. Thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
Yes?
Listen to you. It's not that simple. Ulfric wants Skyrim for the Nords. He doesn't trust what he calls outsiders.
Need something?
How we live? Cramped alleys, rundown buildings, few guard patrols. Even the name Grey Quarter is an insult.
I'll speak to Ulfric soon, but I make no promises that I can change his mind.
That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types?
No, I don't see why all folks shouldn't be welcome here, myself included.
And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers.
Ulfric doesn't care about outsiders?
Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land.
What if someone else were to take care of these bandits, like myself, I suppose?
That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well.
So, why are you devoting your time and effort towards helping the Dark Elves?
Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfir. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords and the folk beneath them.
He mentioned that you were a war hero.
I killed a lot of high elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes like.
boy, I am a little bit dirty here. Well, I suppose in that respect I'm not out of place. Jeez.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. All my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for some.
What do you have for sale?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Guess I don't really have much to sell. So nothing in here is stolen at all?
Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods.
Right.
Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it.
Irony, thy name is Revan Sadri. Could return the ring for you, maybe.
It's not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. You have to get it to her some other way. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while.
Hey, sneaking around is something that I'm good at doing.
Don't let Viola catch you in her house.
So an alligator star passed away at the age of 80? That's about right for an alligator. You can get to some pretty advanced ages. They can get up there in years. Kind of reminds me of a Rugrat joke. Why don't we get Tommy a turtle? No, those things can live for like 100 years. Who wants something that old around? At the moment he says that, Lou Pickles, Grandpa, basically shows up in the background. It's a nice area here. I mean, it still has rats, but... Shit. Nice. Hey, level up. First level up in this entire playthrough, in fact.
Hear my prayers, son of Akatosh, and grant peace to these. Fresh fruit and vegetables for sale.
Come and browse my fine
knives,
selection.
and other goods for
Everything's fresh and delicious.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. Have you taken care of that little problem?
Yes, and she's none the wiser, don't worry.
Thank you, thank you! Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours.
Wow, 400 gold. Okay.
Do come again.
All that just to return an item to somebody's house instead of breaking in and stealing. Oh my god, this food is delicious. It's just sopa de fideo with a little bit of hamburger meat in it. And yet this blend of spices. I added like maybe a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce and some chili powder just to add a little extra kick. God, it's delicious though.
We're used to getting by on scraps, but the Shatter Shields want everything for nothing.
Why are all the dock workers Argonians?
We work where we can get work. The Nords don't like unloading their ships, so we do it instead. Sometimes cargo goes missing.
Well, how unfortunate for them. How long have you lived in Windhelm?
I came here as a hatchling. The only thing colder than Skyrim is the Nords themselves, but we stick together.
Somebody giving you trouble?
Torbjorn Shattershield. I wish someone would beat the coin out of his fat fists. He clings to every septum. He says an Argonian's labor is only worth 1/10 of a proper Nord worker. My people are not slaves.
What if someone were to talk to Torbjorn?
You can try, but we've gotten nowhere talking to him ourselves. May the earth beneath your feet be always soft.
I'm gonna need to... Well, I'm not gonna stop here, but the race mod is putting my footwork on his toes. It just looks weird when it's on when they're normal sized feet. I think I just saw a fight in between an ice mage and a fire mage. The ice mage won. And then the Horker won. Horker mage superiority. Winter War should be up ahead. Hey, no, come back here, little fox. Let me take a look at you. You're going the wrong way. That's not the direction I would have gone in. If I had been that fox, I mean. Wolves like to eat them. Just a random dog sitting out here for no reason. Alright, whatever. Just don't bring whatever it is that you're killing over here. Trying to wash up, alright? Again, this is actually vital because if I don't wash off the dirt and blood, I actually become more susceptible to diseases. There we go. Oh, that must be the Winter War. Oh boy. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, get out of there. I have no arrows. Shit. Hey, no, not this way. Turn around. Get them. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Where'd she go? What's up?
I'll never get tired of killing these bastards. Think you can take me? I'll smite you. You're as good as dead. My Ismir, you'll pay for that.
I got her. Oh, well, I have to take the head, obviously. All I got was this card of shadows. Ah, fishing spot. Sure, why not? An Arctic grayling. Honestly, Don, I think I would prefer a remake of Star Fox Adventures. Something that brings it a bit more in line with what the original concept was, which would also include being able to play being able to play full levels as Crystal. Okay. I think we're done with fishing here. Ooh. Yeah, get some of that salmon too. Painting. I would love a remaster of Star Fox Assault. That is such an underrated game. I actually enjoyed it. There are some things about it I wish they had done, but for the most part, I actually enjoyed Star Fox Assault very much. Is it the last game in the timeline? It's the last game in the timeline to those who don't want to acknowledge Star Fox Command. And honestly, I can't blame those people. Star Fox Command was like... there were a lot of things wrong with it. Like, the format, you know, for battle was good. The controls were... They weren't terribly great. And having the multiple endings just made things a confusing mess, especially when you consider half of them are like bad endings. Yeah, it's hard to count for all the multiple ends. I mean, like, this is something that, you know, really kind of affected the furry fandom in like a pretty negative way, I guess you could say. It's, you can call it stupid or not, but the fact is that... Hold on. You can argue whether this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I mean, it's... Well, no, not even an opinion. It's kind of a fact that after that happened, there was just this general agreement among furries that Fox McCloud was basically just a cuck. And I'm not, you know, saying that like in the insulting way, but like in the traditional S&M sense, you know, he had his girlfriend stolen away from him in like half of the endings that involve Crystal. And it's like, yeah, it's crude to say so, but can you really blame people for, you know, adopting that perspective when Nintendo just so easily kind of threw that relationship to the wayside? Not really. There's a lot of art of that sort of theme and fix. Shit, I've written a couple. Well, one. But that was for Crystal Appreciation Month, so, you know, everybody does that. God, it's cold as balls here. Man, I can't even see where I'm... Oh.
It's been a brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold, and for this long.
Ulgrif won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great...
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fellow who wrote the cookbook.
Sure. But anyway, the bandit leader, Winterward, is dead. Here's her head, and I'm here for the bounty.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean a sword,
500 gold.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement.
Honestly, I think that the last Star Fox game in the timeline, where I'm concerned, is Starlink. Battle for Atlas. Like, I've said it so many times already, it's a Star Fox game, it just happens to have humans in it. And it has an inferior port for the Xbox that doesn't have Star Fox in it.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
Oh yeah, there was even DLC that allowed you to play as the other members of Star Fox. Not just Fox, but also Peppy, Falco, and Slippy.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Of course. Show you to your room. Right this way.
Thank you.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
A little privacy, please. Give me 1 second. I want to quickly eat my food here. Okay, back. We'll do health this time. I don't know if we're gonna get a.
Soldiers in the Stormcloak army.
I don't know if we're ever gonna get another smash, but if we do,
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
okay, good for you, dude. That's great. Yeah, another Smash game doesn't sound like a bad idea. Is there a well in this? There's got to be a well in this town, right? Yeah, and even if they do manage to make another Smash, it's not going to be like Smash Ultimate. Glad with the progress that I was able to make today. Alright, we're just staying here long enough for me to
Welcome.
get a meal and warm up.
I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere. Did you see my husband already? I'm sorry. He can come off a bit rough at times.
Can you refill my water skins and bottles?
Of course.
And if I can get a meal as well, that'd be great.
Of course. Until next time.
Okay, after this I should be good to go.
An outsider? No reason to stop in Kinesgrove. Keep moving.
I intend to, ma'am. Well, certainly got hospitable people here. Not sure what I'll... Oh, this fox here. It's a nice retexture. Okay, save here. Another journal entry. There we go. Huh, what's that? Is this some kind of mine? It's a fossil dig site camp. Huh. Okay, it's still a bit of a ways before we hit Stony Creek caves. Caverns, more like it's more than just one cave. Huh? Hunters or bandits? Just hunters.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire anyway?
I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici, an extremely well-connected merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember? Hopefully these gifts will put us in her good graces, secure that import deal, and lead the way to an audience with the Emperor.
Okay, it's up this way. Oh, never mind. It was just a red guard. I think it was one of those red guard thugs that, like, accosts that one red guard woman, mistaking her for someone else. This must be it. Yeah, Stony Creek Cave. Hey, potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Salmon! Fish. I really need to get into the habit of eating salmon. Like, I'm sure that it would taste good to me if I just seasoned it with salt and, you know, other things. Let's get a little light in here, huh? There we go. Much better. smelled gas. Oh shit. That brought me a bit more attention than I would have liked. Hey, what's up? Whoop.
Over here.
Punch! Ah!
Can it die for that? You hear me? Dead.
Yes, yes I am. I need to disable kill moves on me. They're slightly dirty, but still clean judging by the local standards. You know, maybe I should have saved this for after I was done killing the bandits and leaving the cave. Because I'm gonna pick up a bit of dirt and grime going through this. This hood could look great if it were just the same color as the rest of this. I couldn't even. I'm invisible. This isn't that hard. One of them is level 1, the other one's only level 6. So he's only a little ahead of me.
That die for that. Won't get away with that. You hear me?
If anybody's wondering why I'm using an iron sword instead of a steel sword, well, the reason for that is because I will not be able to block effectively with a steel sword until I get to a higher level of block.
Smear, you won't leave here alive. I'll kill you! Just die already, bastard!
Okay, why am I invisible? Oh, please tell me I'm not being hit with. True directional event character becoming invisible. Interesting.
Something's wrong. You won't live to see tomorrow.
Character became invisible again. And now he's visible again. Although now his tail is all the way back here for some reason. Oh boy. That's not great. I'll have to find a fix for this. But, you know, this is actually a good point for me to go ahead and call it a stream. I've been at this for about 3.5 hours, so I think this is good. I'll figure out what's causing this issue, don't worry. But thanks for coming to the stream. I will pick up the stream tomorrow starting around 4, going 4 or 6 and going on until 10 this time. This is one of my days off after all, but that was okay with doing a stream just so I could make a little bit of forward progress. So, yeah. It's a lot of fun. Especially since now I know I can get this up and running and not have to worry all that much. Alright, so I'll pick it up tomorrow. Until then, you guys take care of yourselves, have a great night, and I will see you guys next time.